lights flash as engines cry. Feel the grip, tires spin, adrenaline sparks fire within. Rivals fall, we rise high. Metal roars beneath the sky. Swift like wind, we chase the dawn. Victory song always drawn. We are legends made of steel. Heroes of the racetrack wheel. Speed and courage in our veins. Moved by lightning breaking chains.
I did not.
Turn on, turn, we twist the maze. Through the heat and hazy blaze.
Oh God.
Echoes of a roaring crowd. Every day, but not our drive. On this journey we arrive. Tracks of future paved in gold. Stories of the bravery told. We are legends made of steel. Heroes of the racetrack wheel. Speed and courage in our veins. Fueled by lightning breaking chains. Night turns day, but not our drive. On this journey we arrive. Tracks of future paved in gold. Stories of the bravery told. We are legends made of steel. Heroes of the racetrack wheel. Speed and courage in our veins. Fueled by lightning breaking chains. In the fast lane shadows flies. Through the heat and hazy blaze. Echoes of a roaring crowd. Every heart is beating loud. The fast lane shadows fly. Green lights flash as engines cry. Feel the grip, tires spin. Adrenaline sparks fire within. Rivals fall, we rise high. Metal roars beneath the sky. Swift like wind, we chase the dawn. Victory song always drawn. We are legends made of steel. Heroes of the racetrack wheel. Speed and courage in our veins. Fueled by lightning breaking chains. Turn on, turn, we twist the maze. Through the heat and hazy blaze. Echoes of a roaring crowd. Every heart is beating loud. Night turns day, but not our drive. On this journey we arrive. Tracks of future paved in gold. Stories of the bravery told. everyone's day, but not our drive. On this journey we arrive. Tracks of future paved in gold. Stories of the brave retold. We are legends made of steel. Heroes of the racetrack wheel. Speed and courage in our veins.
Alright guys, I'm going to the broadcast booth, but I'll talk to you afterwards.
Lightning breaking chains.
Hey y'all, just want to tell y'all thank y'all for coming back for another QSR series. Appreciate you guys sticking with us for so long. So, hope tonight's a good race and y'all have fun.
In the fast lane shadows
later.
flies through the heat and hazy blaze.
He made it!
Echoes of a roaring crowd. Every heart is beating loud. The fast lane shadows.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Life. Many ask, why are we here? What's our
Yes, you
purpose? Some believe it's their religion. Some are here for the money, or the women, or the outfits, or the clothes, or the rings, or the jewelry. The truth is,
Yeah, I don't know, but I'll
Very
hop
few
on the
people
broadcast
know their
booth,
purpose.
but I'm sure I'll catch up with y'all after the race.
it's ever elusive. The mystery most never conquer. But I and you, we're here to race.
System 1. System 1 loaded. Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded. Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine. Just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America.
What's
and
happening right
gentlemen, start your
It started, but I'm having issues. How much time is left in the locker room? Okay, alright, great. Good evening and welcome to the first race of our
everybody.
season, the QSR High Horsepower Series. This is going to be a very fun series. We're going to have a lot of great racing and a lot of great cars on track all season long. We've been looking forward to bringing back QSR to you guys, and we're happy to do it in-house here at QSR. So tonight it's going to be 74 degrees, 40% humidity, partly cloudy, and 10-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. So you're going to see maybe the cars get a little bit unsettled. It is a little windy out there. Now let's take a look at our grid here. Got the 46 of Jerry Powers on the front row, Connor Morose on the second row, Aaron Birch starting third. It's going to be a good one, folks. Let's strap in. Got Ryan Miller starting fourth, Ryan Surlick starting fifth, sixth, Alex Little, seventh, Christian Ruckriegel, eighth, Jace Meyer, ninth, Finley Fitzsimmons, 10th, Tristan Ott, 11th, Davis Greenwell, 12th, Ryan J. Munoz, 13th, Matthew Carbina, 14th, Austin Dowdy, he's one to watch tonight, 15th, Wyatt Walker. 16th, Nicholas Caldwell. 17th, Ryan Walker. 18th, Brent Allen. 18th, we've got Brian Rusi. We got 20th, Sawyer Ott. Got some changing up here. We're gonna take a look at.
Green, green, green.
It's going green, folks. And we got the 46 of Jerry Powers on the front row with a strong lead here at the start. Coming into turn 1 on the outside, we got Connor Morose fighting for position. Who's going to get it coming out of turn 2 here? Almost contact. They hang on to it. And we're going to flip on our ticker now, so you guys can see all the action. A lot of battling going on here throughout the field. We're going to zoom it out just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. And look at that. The draft on these cars, we have 110% horsepower, so it is a lot more load on the vehicles than what you're going to normally get. We should see a lot of tire wear, and the draft is so strong in these ARCA cars that we're going to really see the field stay together throughout this run. Now, once we see tire wear start to take effect, I think we'll see this field shake up a little bit. See the 20 of Davis Greenwell taking a dive there on the 48. And it looks like we have lost our drivers. Hold please, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick ad break and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the technical issue here.
Digital engines roar, lights go green in this virtual world. I'm a racing machine, caught sort of racing, chasing that dream. Tracks blend to pixels, lap count screen. Tires burn neon night, ain't no stop. Sweat drips like raindrops, top of the crop. Controller, clutch tighter, never flop. Speed on my mind to the last pit stop. Eyes on the prize, we light up the track. Throttle in hand, fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack. In the QSR chase, we got no slack. Circuits blur in a dance of light. Every lap pushing harder might just take flight. Real-time battles, every turn's a fight. Champions heart keeps us in the light. Losing grind, yet we push through. Racing for glory, win, who knew? From zeros to heroes, this crew grew. Next generation champions will break through. Eyes on the prize, we light up the track. Throttle in hand, fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack. In the QSR chase, we got no slack. We light up the track, throttle in hand fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack, in the QSR chase we got no slack. Rise on the rise, we light up the track. Throttle in hand fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack, in the QSR chase we got no slack. In the QSR chase we got no slack. Yeah. In the QSR chase we got no slack. Sucking glory, push through, racing for glory. Wait, who knew? From zeros to heroes is crew. Next generation champions will break through.
Flags in the air.
Baby, baby, baby! Let's go racing, boys!
Do you have damage? Looks like something's dragging the racetrack.
Alright, I apologize, ladies and
I think
gentlemen.
I'm
We
all
had
good.
some
Still
issues
fine.
there with the internet. Shout out to Spectrum, who is, thank God, not a sponsor. But we are going back green here, and I apologize again for that issue. Ryan Munoz leading our field here.
Green flag, green flag.
Going green, QSR, racing high horsepower series. Ryan Munoz comes out with a strong lead off that initial restart. Got the 78 of Ryan Miller close behind, and the 148 of Ryan Serlick following directly behind him. Serlick goes to the bottom, trying to make that pass. Will he clear him off of the exit? Looks like they're still side by side coming down the back stretch. Pass from a lead here, the 148 of Ryan Serlick going for the lead, but we got other contenders coming up to the front here. It's a three-way battle, race to turn one. Now 2 by 2.
Looks like we're racing the battle of shit boxes here, 46.
Great battles all throughout the
not
field
good.
right now. And you know, when you really have these high horsepower cars, it's a lot to handle. You see the 15 of Sawyer Ott going to the inside, trying to get the pass. Still side by side coming down the front stretch here. Battles throughout the field, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over the place. And you look at this top group here. You've got Ryan Miller, Ryan J. Munoz, the 85 of Wyatt Walker, the 69 of Finley Fitzsimmons. It's getting intense up front. Got to dive to the inside back in the rear of the field, but we can't cut away from this battle up front for the lead. Ryan Miller and Ryan Munoz, the battle of the Ryans, with Finley Fitzsimmons in the rear view. And you know, the draft in these cars is just so strong, and it really makes a difference every single week. And how you see the guys. Wow! 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 What a. We have a yellow here. Wow! What a save!
It's not gonna look for anyone. Why would you do something so goddamn stupid?
You know, I apologize for the language there, ladies and gentlemen. Had to turn off the driver radio. You know, it gets a little heated in that car, going 200 miles an hour around Michigan International Speedway. We're going to go on board with second place, Finley Fitzsimmons. Let's get a look from Connor Morose's camera. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the battle. And you got the 81 of Ryan Munoz sliding back into the picture. 85 of Wyatt Walker up front fighting for position. And Tristan Ott on the outside. Lots of good action right now at the front of our field. Let's take a look back through the field, see how everybody else is doing. And we are approaching our stage at lap 20. Oh, Tristan Ott into the wall. Hopefully he doesn't have any damage in that Ole Miss machine. It's getting contentious. Oh! Munoz spins to the inside. He recovers it, keeps it going, but those tires are not going to forgive that one. Unfortunate for a great driver who's getting now pushed back in the field at a track where you really need the draft to hang in there. Back with our leaders. Watching Finley Fitzsimmons maybe taking control of this race from the UK, but it may be a little bit of SVG action here tonight. As you see the cars starting to slide through the corners. We're 7 laps away from stage. One difference between QSR and a lot of other series, we do not have stage yellows. We do not have stage yellows. So tonight when they cross the line at the end of lap 20, we will not have a caution. That it will hopefully lead to a lot more tire battle between our respective drivers. But we are going to work back through the field now. Let's catch up with Jace Meyer in the 77 back here, fighting to stay in the top 10 with Ryan Serlich and Brent Allen. Brent Allen back here in the 13 in a battle for 11 with the 45 of Aaron Birch. And how can we forget about Ryan Munoz back here trying to get back? It's really impressive. He's honestly made up that ground after spinning and really cooking his tires there. Oh, wow. Big dive. Big dive there. Looks like that was Brian Russi, who's now spinning. This may be our first yellow. And that will bring out our first yellow of the night. Let's take a look at that. All right. We need to back it up a little bit here and see exactly what happened. Let's go on board. So we're coming out of 2. He's got the 98 on his inside. Looks like he was not clear. Looks like he was not clear. Let's watch that back from a different angle. Trying to give you guys the best absolute view of what happened here that brought out our first yellow of the night on stream. I believe we had one while we were away dealing with technical difficulties. Looks like he may have gotten a bump from Ryan Munoz there and led to the car spinning out, coming back on track. You hate to see that. Let's go back live, see what our pit stops are going to look like tonight. You know, I expect a lot of people to stay out just for the fact that, you know, we are coming up on our stage here. If we're within 5 laps of a stage, that will lead to the stage being called. Let's switch our tickers here. Take a look. So we got Finley Fitzsimmons with what looks like the best lap so far tonight. And we are on lap 16 of 70. 16 of 70. So Finley's already secured the stage points here, but you know, we are only 16 laps in. There's really not much point in going down and getting any work done unless you're actually having damage. So let's take a look at some of our people on pit road. Got Brian Russi exiting. Austin Dowdy, I think, may have parked it for the night. No surprise there. Looks like John Walker's in the same boat. Alex Little appears to be having a similar situation. But now we wait to go back green. While we do that, we are going to take a short and quick ad break. I know you guys have hung out with us for a minute now, so bear with us while we wait for this to go back green. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the lights on that pace car are off, so I believe we should be approaching more green flag racing. I know you guys are wanting some interviews in chat. That it will be happening on our next caution, I assure you that. Just wanted to do a couple more technical checks to make sure we didn't have any additional issues tonight. And again, we here at QSR apologize for that initial issue with the stream. We do have a moment here since we're entering the backstretch. I'll grab a quick interview with, let's see what Davis Greenwell's getting into tonight. Davis, quitting up in the booth, man. How's the race going?
It's going okay. I got a little short run of speed, but I got to figure out how to drive this car long term.
How? What's your experience been with the extra horsepower on the car so far?
Did you say what my experience has been?
Yeah, I mean, has it been a lot to handle for you out there, or what's that been like?
No, but it's definitely different. I'm trying to watch the tires because I'm not really sure how they're going to react. But
Yeah, well, I think we're all hoping that we're going to get a long run here soon, but just want to grab you real quick before you guys go back green. I'll let you guys lock in, but thanks for hopping in the booth with me, man.
yeah.
All right, we are about to go back green here at Michigan International Speedway. Finley Fitzsimmons and Wyatt Walker on the front row. And Finley gets a great restart there. Looks like we got a lot of battles going on throughout the pack. Looks like Finley's got this thing under control. A slide job there. Coming out of 2. Now they're entering the front stretch here, and watch the speed they get off this draft. You see the 85 pulling on the 89 of Connor Morose, and going inside, Finley blinking out there a little bit, maybe having some internet issues. We know how that is over here at QSR. We've been struggling with that a little bit throughout this broadcast. And look at these guys, all grinding away on those tires. You didn't see anybody go down and hit the pits just yet. I'm interested to see how the tire wear is throughout the rest of this run. Lined up top. You got Finley on it, battling for first with Connor Morose, who's just taking the lead on a nice slide job coming up there off the bottom. Wyatt Walker been up front all day long. He seems to really like this higher horsepower setup with this car. Wyatt struggled a little bit in our Next Gen series a few years ago. And, you know, it's just such a different experience from what you have in a true stock car like this ARCA machine that we're racing here tonight. And with 110% horsepower, this is exactly what you want out of your race car. A little bit of contact there, it looks like, for the 89 of Connor Morose coming up out of that corner. Seems to be doing all right. Still battling with Finley Fitzsimmons for the lead. We're going to take a look back here farther in the field, check in with Davis, see how he's doing. Lots of action here. Let's go on board with Davis Greenwell. And look at the chaos. I'm getting stressed just watching this. Going inside on the 48 of Brian Serlich. Trying to get that pass there. Just the draft on this front stretch is really allowing our cars to stay together and make for a lot of great racing for our drivers out there so far tonight. Oh, we got a spin! Is he going to be able to save it? Looks like the 15.
Yellow flag.
Let's watch that back. Got Tristan Ott spun out on the backstretch here. Luckily not taking any damage. Let's take a look. We can hop on the onboard of the 20 here and see if there was any contact. So he's getting a little loose there. Oh, looks like Tristan lost it there on the bottom. Probably the dirty air and a combination of the air from Davis coming in on him as well. Let's watch that back from a different angle. see he's getting loose in the middle of the corner, and maybe a light little bit of contact there, net code. Didn't look like it initially, but maybe we missed it here at QSR. But there goes around trusting all. It looks like he got loose initially, and that was all she wrote. So let's see what's going on now with our leaders and what our pit stop situation's looking like. And maybe we can grab Trustin real quick and get some information on what happened there. Trustin, squinting up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Got a copy.
Hey, man. What? So we were trying to figure out. I couldn't tell if it just started to come around on you, or if you had any contact from Davis Greenwell there. What happened?
Oh yeah, it was coming around, and then there was contact, but I checked up. Can't really put that on him.
Right.
Yeah, started getting loose there, trying to make the bottom work.
Didn't seem like you got any real damage from that one. I feel like that was a plus.
Yeah. Car seems clean. We're gonna put some new tires on it and try to get back to the front. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it seems like it's been a good time so far out there. How are you feeling about your chances right now? You've been kind of in the mid top 10, kind of bouncing around a little bit in that area. How are you feeling on the long run?
Feeling pretty good. Definitely need to think about conserving the tires a little bit more this time go. Kind of wore the tires out a little bit too much that last time, but definitely feel fast. A lot better than when I'm in the next gen car. We'll see how it goes. Just try to get some good points and
absolutely
good finish.
Absolutely, man. Well, while I've got you here, is there any sponsors or anything you want to shout out while I got you up here in the booth?
Yeah, that towing company, Ott Company, the ITRL, everybody that sponsors us over there, and appreciate you putting this league on. It's been a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody, I guess.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for hopping up here in the booth with me, and good luck with the rest of your race, man.
Appreciate it.
Now, I've been meaning to get in touch with him. It looks like Finley lost a couple spots there. Let's catch up with Finley and see how his race is going so far. Because he's been kind of dominating this one a little bit. Let's see if we can get him up here in the booth. Hey, Finley, squinting up in the booth. How's it going, man?
It's pretty good. I thought we'd get a caution for the stage break, so I kind of burnt the tyres out for that one. But it's really good fun out here in the front. Some nice tight racing. So
yeah, you've been up front all day. How are you feeling on the tires? You just got your check in there on pit road. Are you thinking you're going to be good on the long run here?
I think it's definitely a possibility. If we lock in, the racing calms down, for sure we can take these tyres a long distance. So yeah, we're not closing out any options. Maybe we'll be able to go long, maybe go short. We'll feel anything.
Gotcha, man.
No, it's definitely going to be interesting.
Well, while we've got you in the booth here, anybody you want to shout out?
Big shout out to Dowdy and my teammate Jace Mayer as well.
Hell yeah, man. Well,
we're running pretty good so far. Thanks to the league as well.
Yeah, no problem, man. You've been putting on a clinic so far tonight. Led a lot of laps, so hoping to see more from you here the rest of this race. Good luck, man.
Amen. Thank you very much.
And there we had it, our former leader. Now we've got Matthew Carabina up front. He's going to have control of this field here when we go back green. And that has been a big difference that I think a lot of drivers are going to have with this league that you're not going to find in others, is that we are not going to throw the yellow and we're not going to give you that mulligan to kind of recover if you burn your stuff off. You've got to save it. Not to say that Finley hasn't. He wasn't aware. But, it's just a different style here. So we're enjoying it, and we hope you guys are at home are too. And we're going green. Great jump by Matthew Carabina there. Seems like so far people haven't really figured out the timing of the restarts yet. It seems like the leader has a huge advantage there, so it's been interesting to see so far. But Connor Moroz is hanging with him. He's been up front with Finley Fitzsimmons all day long. And really, you can see the power of this car in the corner. You see the car start to slide a little bit, even at a track where you're used to high speeds. And Matthew Carabina is dropping quickly. I'm assuming he took either the 2 or no tire run there in hopes of hanging out, or I'm not sure. That must have been a strategy play on his part, but he is dropping back quickly. Let's check in up front. We've got Connor and Finley Fitzsimmons fighting for position. Finley, oh! Connor Morose gets into the wall there. Let's see if we can't go on board. Watch a little side-by-side action from the cockpit. And a great side job there by the 01 Matthew Blackley. Side by side coming down the front stretch. And we got Wyatt Walker, who's been hanging out up front all day as well. It's been nice to see. He's a veteran here at QSR. He's been around for years now. Always been solid. It's nice to see him come up and have a good run here. It looks like we've got a second pack back here on the rear of the field. Let's check in with them. Who do we have back here? It looks like we got John Walker, Brian Russi, and a few others back here, all battling it out, trying to hang on to that lead pack. I'm assuming there's a little bit of damage back here, but there's always something to watch. There's time to get repairs, especially with the yellows and things of that nature. But we've got 50 to go right now, so it's one of those things where you just gotta hang in there, and you'll truly you can overcome things. So. Oh, wow, Ryan Muniz really out wide there up front. And you're seeing now, I think we're going to see a little bit of a tire game now. We're starting to see this pack thin out a little bit less side by side. You're going to see guys battling hard to try to hold on to their stuff. Got Finley dropping out with some internet connections there, and Connor Morose still leading up the field. Gonna switch our tickers here. It's nice to see multiple walkers up front. We got the 98 Ryan Walker running up front. You know, it's interesting, you know, when we run Next Gen Series, a lot of times you'll have different people leading the race and doing well, and then when you bring out more of a true stock car like this ARCA machine with 110% horsepower, you see guys that you don't normally see up front, but it's always a pleasure, especially guys that have been around for a while, like the Walker family. They've ran with QSR for a long time, and it's great to see them have some success this week. Got Tristan Ott, who has overcome that spin and is now up to 7th. Up 4 positions from where he started back in 11th. We got Ryan Miller back in 8th, 9th Ryan Searlick, and 10th Davis Greenwell. Get a little bit of action up front here. Let's check in. Guys, the top-down view here. Just gonna look at this front pack, and like I said, now it's becoming more of a tire game, you know, because we're getting so much off this draft, and the guys on that rear group really, I think there's a combination of damage and skill and just a difference in tire wear. You're really seeing this top group break away. Still got some good action though. Oh, getting loose there with the air on the rear bumper. Looks like that was the 15 of Tristan Ott. Or maybe that was the 98 of Ryan Walker, excuse me. Lots of good racing here to go. Looks like we're getting people grooved back up again. This is what makes racing in these cars just so epic. Let's go on board with the 98 of Ryan Walker. Oh, in the wall there. kind of see here how close together everything is, guys. 6 through 12 are all within, 6 through 11 are all within a second of each other right now. Got Brent Allen all the way up to 11th, up eight positions from where he started at. That's another person who is really strong when he gets in that true stock car, who really puts on a show most of the time. Let's check back in with our leader. Finley up, oh my goodness, looks like we got some real battling going on here for the second place position, and third and fourth. Everybody's coming together. We got the 01 of Matthew Blackley, the 89 of Connor Morose, the 81 of Ryan Munoz, and the 85 of Wyatt Walker, all battling for position here. And we are approaching 30 laps to go. We're 4 laps out from 30 laps to go, guys. And I mean, actually I know for a fact you will need to see green flag pit stops if we stay green here. Now I know the tire wear is probably going to get to somebody at some point, but the hope is that we get a long run here with a lot more good racing like we're seeing right now, and that leads to green flag pit stops. Oh, we got Ryan Munoz on the wall. And I think what we need to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is get on board with the 81 of Ryan Munoz and do a little crank it up.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we've got a spin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happened to Ryan Walker here. Side by side, Grace Davis Greenwell gets up to the wall, spins it into the infield. Is he able to keep the damage out? Maybe there could be some significant rear damage there. There could be some significant rear damage there. Let's watch that from another angle. And just gets in the wall and just is not able to hang on to it, unfortunately. It's unfortunate. He'd been having a good run all day long. We were just talking about how the Walker family races here at QSR, and it would have been nice to see him have a good run. Let's go back live now. And I believe we're going to see some pit stops here. I know that folks are going to need some tires. See if we get a blimp cam here, get a better look at our pit road situation. Oh, Ryan Munoz stays out, along with Finley Fitzsimmons. I think that's probably an interesting call. One thing to note, only 2 sets of tires here tonight. So you're going to see some differing strategies as far as tires go, when to use them, when to hold them, when to fold them. So it's been an interesting race so far. Lots of good racing side-by-side action. And that's partly the nature of Michigan, but it's also partly the nature of this car. We can't recommend this enough. This is where you want to be as far as racing goes. Check in. Ryan Munoz stays out, Finley Fitzsimmons, and Austin Dowdy, our legend. Looks like Matthew Blackley ended up winning the race off pit road there. And before we get back to racing, we're going to take a short ad break. Thank you guys for watching with us here at QSR.
Digital engines roar, lights go green in this virtual world. I'm a racing machine, caught, sort of racing, chasing that dream. tracks bled to pixels, lap count screen. Tires burn neon night, ain't no stop. Sweat drips like raindrops, top of the crop. Controller, clutch tighter, never flop. Speed on my mind to the last pit stop. Eyes on the prize, we light up the track. Throttle in hand, fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack. In the QSR chase, we got no slack. To heroes, this crew grew. Next generation champions will break through. Eyes on the prize, we light up the track. Throttle in hand, fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack. In the QSR chase, we got no slack.
And we are back here at Michigan International Speedway. So happy to have you guys here with us at QSR in our first race of the high horsepower series with the ARCA machine with 110% horsepower. Well, while we're under yellow here, looks like the lights are off, so this may have to be a quick one, but see if we have anybody down in chat that we want to talk to. I was hoping to grab Nicholas Caldwell so we could get some insight on what happened with this incident, but it looks like he has packed it up and put everything up in the hauler for the night, which I understand. It must be frustrating to be taken out early in our inaugural race of the season. We are about to go back green here. We got Ryan Munoz and Finley Fitzsimmons on the front row. Neither took tires. And then we have Austin Dowdy in third. Austin is an interesting character. It's going to be an interesting restart here with him up front. You got that Wheaties Dale Earnhardt machine.
Green, green, green.
And we're going green. Ryan Munoz with a great restart there, getting out in front of Finley Fitzsimmons. And guys, when they restart in these cars, it is absolute chaos. I'm really interested to see how much tire saving happened with Ryan Munoz and Finley Fitzsimmons, with both them not taking the pit stop there. I think they're kind of hoping / praying for another yellow here that'll kind of secure them later in the run. What's going to save them is the draft advantage is just so significant. They're going to be able to pull off those faster cars up front and hopefully have a great finish here. Maybe a little 3 wide action up front. We got 3 wide throughout the field. This track's just so wide, you're able to do so much. Trusting on the 15, working his way back towards the front. And we still got a bunch of battling up front right now. I'm really impressed with Ryan. Oh, Ryan Munoz getting slid up the track a little bit here. Wyatt Walker sliding into that 4th, 5th spot. They're everybody's side by side. It's hard to say for certain, but we've got Finley Fitzsimmons up front, Matthew Blockwell running 2nd, and Davis Greenwell running 3rd, with Wyatt Walker right on his heels going back and forth. And then we've got Treston Ott right there in the picture as well, along with the 48 or 148 of Brian Serlich. Take a look back further in our field here. Let's check in with Ryan Walker, who had that spin earlier. Seems like he's recovered his way back up to 14th, it appears. And would you look at that 45 Tyler Reddick car? That's a beautiful machine. All the Jordan cars are really nice looking. Awesome to see on track. Aaron Birch made a good choice on trading paints this week, as you can tell. Ryan Walker makes a little bit of contact with the Jordan machine there, scraping up that pretty paint I was just talking about. A little bit of contact, a little beating and banging. These guys are not happy with each other right now. Oh, we got a yellow. But I'm not sure what for at this time. well, we got a yellow call, but I'm not seeing it on track at the moment. We're going to ignore that. Looks like it was an issue with our streaming software, so we can ignore it and keep rolling. Sorry for the miscommunication there, folks. Got Davis Greenwell up front, running fourth. And we're going to go on board with the 81 of Ryan Munoz, since he has a great seat here to all the action up front. 24 laps to go. And you can hear how deep they're able to drive that car in because you have so much horsepower to turn the car coming out of the corner. It's with 110% horsepower, this car is just ideal for what you want to have out of a stock car. '77 of Jace Meyer. He's been kind of hanging around all day long. Up to 8th right now. And then we've got the 89 of Connor Morose, who has cracked 9th. He's got something incoming there on his rear with Ryan Miller in the picture as well. Checking back in with our leaders. Treston Ott has made his way up to the front. I think Finley Fitzsimmons is probably starting to see the effects of that tire wear, and that's leading to some drop-off. They have to be praying for another yellow here before we wrap up this event. We've got 23 laps to go, but 23 laps is a long time at Michigan. We're running about 45-second laps here. And just to give you guys some perspective, here's the best lap times for everybody so far in this event. You see Finley Fitzsimmons putting on a clinic. Ryan Munoz as well, along with Ryan Serlich. But the difference now is going to be your tire saving. And I see Treston Ott making some serious gains in that department. You see Davis Greenwell making some moves as well. And Wyatt Walker's been hanging out all day. I believe I may have to make Wyatt Walker my pick for the race. He's just been up front consistently all day long, regardless of the situation. It just seemed like he's really kind of setting himself up for success here. Right on the bumper, Finley Fitzsimmons. Man gave me a little bit of a shot. Oh, we got spin. That was a little bit of questionable contact there. That was a little bit of questionable contact. May want to watch that one back. Let's take a look here. We can go on board with the 85 of Wyatt Walker. I may have gassed him up just a little bit too soon, but I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I'll hop in the cockpit here and see what happened. Looks like there's a checkup there. Wow. Okay, so he went down to avoid the checkup and just didn't have the room he needed to avoid Finley Fitzsimmons. Watch that back from a different angle. It looks like Davis Greenwell got a little bit of contact there. The 48 of Ryan Serlich. And I apologize on the names tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got a bunch of new drivers this season, so I don't know them offhand quite as quickly as I normally would with some of our regulars. But we're happy to have everybody that's come out with us tonight. Let's check in with Wyatt and see if he has any info for us on what happened there. Hey, Wyatt, you got a copy? Just squint up in the booth.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, man. So it looked like just a checkup in front of you there and just ran out of space between you and Finley. What was your perspective on that one?
Yeah, I seen him get into the wall, and I tried to go middle, and I don't know if I went down a little too far. I was just trying to stay out of both of them, and somehow I got into Finley. I don't know if he might have tried to pinch a little bit, but I'm sure it was more my fault than anybody's.
Yeah, it seemed like it was just one of those racing deal things where you had the big checkup in front of you and just came down into it. But we were, right before that happened, we were just gassing you up. You're actually my pick for this race. You've been up front pretty much all day long. Seems like you're good on the long run. You guys have got a fresh set of tires now. You've been top 3 basically all day. Did you get any damage out of that? How are we looking?
Yeah, I got 20 seconds. I'm about done fixing that, so I'll be going to the back. I just figured I better go ahead and get it fixed. Maybe there'll be another caution. I'll get back up there.
Well, hopefully so, man. I don't want to lose any money on this one. So, anybody you want to shout out while I got you up here in the booth?
Yeah, man, I got to thank all y'all involved for bringing this back. Always a lot of fun to run this league, so looking forward to the season. And everybody at Walker Ridge Plantations and G&W Racing.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for racing with us here at QSR. Good luck with the rest of your race, man.
Thanks, man.
All right, well, there you have it from Wyatt Walker, kind of talking us through what happened there on that incident. It seemed like it was just unfortunately one of those racing deals. I think that may be spelling the end of the day for Finley Fitzsimmons. We'll check in with Finley now, see what his thoughts were on that one. See if we can grab Finley here. Finley, we got to bring you back in the booth, man. You got a copy? We got a copy? You there?
Yeah, good copy.
Hey, man. So we were watching that one back. Just looked like it was Walker had a check up in front of him, just came down into you. Unfortunate end of what had been a really dominant run for you. What were your thoughts on that one?
We're sticking with them, and obviously we had the 22 lappers when they had just pit for fresh during the caution. We were planning on the long run, maybe another caution later on. We had the tyre advantage later on in the race. So the game, yeah, I don't know. He checked up coming out in front of me. I managed to get out of the way, but I don't know if he didn't judge the speed of the car because he was going quite slow in all fairness.
Yeah, it just looks like it was
just misjudged coming out.
Yeah, it just looks like it was one of those unfortunate racing deals, man. But yeah, we were rooting for you here in the booth, man. You know, you'd had a great run all day long, and unfortunate into it. But how much damage do you have down there? What's the crew saying?
Completely collapsed front left corner. Too much damage. We're done.
Understood. Well, that's unfortunate end to what had been a great run, but I know you got stage points out of this one, so hopefully we can salvage a little bit with that, and we'll see you back next week.
Yeah, 100%. We're happy to get at least something out of it. But yeah, we'll be back for next week, and we'll be fighting hard.
All right, man. Well, you have a good rest of your evening. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. See ya.
There you have it from Finley Fitzsimmons. Now we have a new leader, Tristan Ott, out front. We'd mentioned him a couple times today. He'd been up front all day long with Connor Morose and Jace Meyer. This one could get a little spicy here to end. 18 laps to go. We're green here at Michigan International Speedway. That's probably the most side-by-side restart we've had all day long. I talked about it earlier. People hadn't really been able to time up the restarts. But now we've got Tristan Ott up front with Connor Morose. We got Ryan Munoz in third. Ryan had a little bit of an issue earlier, but he's recovered and just got a fresh set of tires. Oh my goodness, some contact there with Tristan Ott. It's hard to establish if you're clear or not. It's not like you have a spotter in your ear or anything. But yeah, we've got Ryan Munoz going out to the lead. I think Ryan Munoz could run away with this one. I apologize. He actually is running second. Connor Morose is still our leader, but if I had to change my pick, which I'm going to right now, I'm going to roll with Ryan Munoz. But Connor Morose is leading right now. He's also had a good run. He's been up front. Blackley as well has also had a good day. We got Ryan Miller up front. Haven't seen him in a while. He had dropped back to the rear, but I guess had good pit strategy, and here he is. Ryan Munoz making a little bit of contact with the wall there. The 01 of Matthew Blackley makes a little bit of a slide-up move there on Tristan Ott, blocks him off. And we got Davis Greenwell sliding back into the picture. Mr. Davis Greenwell, excuse me, I wasn't aware. And would you look at that, the QSR veteran, Brent Allen, has moved his way up into the top 10. He's now 6th, up 13 positions from where he started. Got Austin Dowdy hanging around up here as well, running 9th, up 5 positions from where he started. And Brian Rusi, I don't know how to say his last name, I apologize if I said it incorrectly. He is up here running in the 10th position. But he's got some competition from the 21 of Matthew Carabina, who's running side by side with him. And you can tell the fatigue just from managing this race car all race long. You've seen people get loose, you've seen people lose control. It's been an interesting race so far. Everybody's gonna have enough fuel. Everybody's got enough tires now because everybody just had an opportunity to put a fresh set on. What's going to happen now is it's going to become a conversation of who can save their tires the most for these last 14 laps and not burn them off with this high horsepower machine. A lot of battling up front. Connor Rose out front with Matthew Blackley and Ryan Munoz right there on their tail. Matthew Blackley is up 20 positions from where he started today. Let's go on board with Matthew. Over to where you got some team lap times for our respective drivers. So Jason Myers making a push back there in that second half of the field. With one of the faster laps on track last time by. Let's check in with Wyatt Walker, who has made his way back to the front. That was our pick tonight. Oh my goodness, they're 4 wide. Contact. They ain't on spinning. Goes into the 01. We've got a yellow. Looks like the 01 got out of that with no damage. Let's watch that back. That's Connor Morose. Let's go on board with Connor. See what exactly went wrong here. Looks like the 01 gets up into him just a little bit here. Let's watch it back. Looks like 78 is just a situation where you're just not comfortable being 4 wide with high horsepower cars. Get somebody else spin there. Let's see if we can't get a better look at that, who that was. Oh, contact coming out of that corner. Trying to figure out whose car that was there. I think he got out of it with little to no damage. Trying to see whose vehicle that was. Hard to say, ladies and gentlemen, but it's getting hairy here at the end of our race. It's our 6th caution of the day. A little bit more than we would have liked, but that's racing sometimes.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't catch that.
Well, now we have the number 20 of Davis Greenwell up front with Ryan Munoz, Wyatt Walker, Ryan Miller running 4th, Matthew Carabina in 5th, 6th. And a shocking turn of events. Austin Dowdy is in 6th position. Pigs may fly, hell may freeze over, and Austin Dowdy may get a top 10 in this race. That's incredible. Matthew Blackley made up 15 positions today, all the way up to 7th. Brian Rusi in 8th has made up 10 positions. And Treston Ott running 9th. He's been up front. He's a guy to watch. And we got Jace Meyer, who's been mid to low top 10 all day long. Could be somebody to watch here at the end of this run. It's getting interesting here at the end of our inaugural race of the QSR High Horsepower Series. Well, now I think it's probably a great time to touch base with somebody in our top 5 we haven't touched base with yet today. Let's get a Ryan Munoz on the line if we can. Ryan, squinting up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. How's the race going so far?
It's been pretty good so far out here, leading the pack in the Chevy Little Hendrick car.
Yeah, so you've been up front pretty much all day long. You know, we're kind of coming towards the end here. How are you feeling about your chances? I know Davis Greenwell's been really strong. Wyatt Walker's been up there all day. What are you feeling about your chances?
Yeah, all these guys in the top 10 and top 5 really are pretty strong here, and I think they're all on our same tire strategy, but being able to start on the outside here is going to be a good advantage. I really like the outside, so we're just going to send it down into turn 1 and 2.
Absolutely, man. Well, while we got you up here, anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, I want to shout out my teammates Matthew and Brian for coming out and racing with me. I also want to shout out you for putting on the broadcast and hosting the league.
Absolutely, man. Well, thanks for coming and racing with us. Happy to have you out here tonight, and I hope you can bring home the win, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem, man. Have a good rest of your race.
Thank you.
Well, there you had Ryan Munoz, who's running second right now. Wyatt Walker in third, who we've talked about earlier. Ryan Miller up front, a newcomer here to QSR. Nice to see the new guys come in and make a statement up front. Good opportunity for him to bring home a strong race here. He's not in chatter. We'd have a quick conversation with him. But strong races for really everybody in the top 10 right now. Again, got to be shocked about Austin Dowdy up front. We're about to go back green here. It's just not something you see a lot from this 8 team, but he's pulled it together tonight and put together a strong run. Could walk away with a top 5 in his first race of the season here. Let's see how it goes. And Davis Greenwell has control of the field.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're going green here in the QSR High Horsepower Series at Michigan International Speedway. You can see just how loose these cars are getting in the corners now. The tires starting to wear out. It's a game of attrition. Great battles all throughout the field right now. People getting loose left and right. Lots of great drafting. This is exactly what we wanted to see here in our first race of the season. And we got a battle for the lead. Davis Greenwell and Ryan Munoz side by side. 2 of my favorites coming into this race. Racing down the backstretch. Who's it going to be? Oh, a little contact with Wyatt Walker there from Davis Greenwell. Looks like Walker lost some speed, but I don't think his car is damaged. And it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, folks. 6 laps to go. Our whole top 10 are basically clumped together here. Everybody's fighting for position, battling with the draft. It's going to be a lot of fun to close this one out here at Michigan International Speedway. Got Davis Greenwell up in the wall there. Austin Dowdy hanging out up front. Could be a big race for Austin Dowdy and a statement. See the 85 of Wyatt Walker giving Jace Meyer a little bump drop there. And Jace Meyer, we haven't talked about him up front today, but here he is in 5th position. A top 5 run right now with the infamous Brent Allen. Brent Allen, a QSR veteran, known for being really strong in the higher horsepower cars. He had a lot of success in our Gen 4 series, made the chase, had a solid chase run, and actually ended up eliminating me at, I believe, Dover at the time. It was one of the more epic battles I've had on iRacing. Brent is a strong driver in these high horsepower machines. Getting a bump draft here from the 78 of Ryan Miller. And you just love to see close battles like this here at the end of a run. Let's see how it's going up front. Still side by side, Matthew Blackley and Ryan Munoz. We're coming to the close of this race. 4 laps. Oh, Austin Dowdy goes around.
The yellow flag is out.
Say it isn't so. Please, God, no. Austin Dowdy. Let's see what happens here. That one actually, wow, I can't believe this, but that was actually not on Austin Dowdy, it does not seem. Let's see if we can get a better replay. Let's go on board with the Austin Dowdy machine, the 8 Wheaties car. Looks like he's maybe getting spun here. Let's watch how they come out of turn 2. It's hard to tell if that's a slide up from Dowdy or if that's a contact from the car next to him. Let's watch from TV2. See Dowdy exiting the corner here. Side by side, looks like he just slides up a little bit. And that is probably going to spell the end of his run, along with, looks like maybe the 15? Trying to get a contact on that other vehicle. Let's watch this on board from Matthew Carabina.
Do we have overtime?
Nowhere to go with a light spin. I doubt he got much damage from that. Tough to see. Tough to see. And now Austin Dowdy heads down to his pit stall. We'll bring him up in the booth, see what his thoughts were on that whole mix-up there. Dowdy, you got a copy? It's Quentin up in the booth.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, man. We were all rooting for you up here in the booth, man. Talk us through what happened there.
I don't know. I knew Wyatt was on the outside, so I was trying to stay off of him, and then I just got turned. So it is what it is, I guess. I really thought I had a shot of winning there.
Yeah, we thought you did too. You'd I think on pit strategy earlier, got up front. You'd been hanging out up front this whole time. We thought it was going to be your night, man. We were hoping to talk to you here at the end of the race. But while we've got you here, is there anybody you want to shout out? Anybody you want to shout out for sponsorship, anything along those lines?
Shout out Finley. Finley was in my ear giving me some call outs. There's nothing we really could have done there, but just shout out QSR, shout out all the guys in the admins. You know what? I'm gonna try to get back out there. I'm gonna try to do something. So we're gonna try to finish the race.
Absolutely, man. We'll be rooting for you. Good luck in the rest of your run.
All right, see.
And there you have it, Austin Dowdy. Hopefully looking to recover. Without that rear end, he has a shot because it is a drafting track. I don't foresee him going up and winning the race. Maybe he can salvage this. It'll be interesting to see how his car handles the draft without that rear cover. Now let's check back in up front. Ryan Munoz and Matthew Blackley, front row. It's been this way all day long. And we got the 13 of Brent Allen, the QSR veteran, up front looking for maybe his second win in QSR history. That would be a big moment for him. The lights are off. Ryan Munoz is in control. Let's see how this one shakes out. And you know, as this race goes on, you just see more and more of the attrition, and drivers just, I mean, it's a lot to take in. It is. You know, when you up the horsepower on a stock car, it's already incredibly quick. You know, we aren't adjusting the setups to account for this horsepower. We're trying to challenge our drivers, and you've seen that tonight. And it's been a really fun race to call up here. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much at home as we are here calling this one up in the booth. Lost several good drivers today. Nicholas Caldwell, he definitely would have been a factor. Finley Fitzsimmons also out. Alex Little, another solid driver. Hate to see us lose drivers like that, but here we are at the end, where all the marbles are on the table. Ryan Munoz and Matthew Blackley up front, about to decide this one. Matthew Blackley gets a great jump on that initial restart there. Side by side. 2 laps to go. Who's it gonna be? Don't rule out anybody behind him either. But draft is so strong here, it's still anybody's race. And remember, once we get that white flag, this race is official. Blackley takes the lead. Munoz trying to jump in his draft and see what he can do. Got the 78 of Ryan Miller on the inside. Brent Allen slide into the picture as well. And you see Matthew Blackley trying to keep anybody from using his draft. We got the white flag in the air. This race is official, regardless of how it ends now. Brent Allen pushing really hard, trying to break his way into that top 3. 81 of Ryan Munoz. And Ryan Miller tries to clear him there. It wasn't entirely clear. 78 Miller checks up, lets him go. Munoz is going to try to make one final push here to run down Matthew Blackley. Can he do it? Munoz in the wall. 78 Ryan Miller slides into second. And Matthew Blackley wins the first race of the QSR High Horsepower Series at Michigan International Speedway.
Hey, admins, I'd like to have lap 59, the incident there, have it look at. Someone look at that.
You said lap 59?
Yeah, whenever the caution was like a little, like around 10 to go.
Davis Greenwell with the bumper is teammate out of respect.
We'll take a look.
I'll get a clip of it too. 85, you might tell me what the... Thank you guys for a good race. That was fun. Congrats, Matthew.
And now he's going to burn it
what the hell
down.
you're doing there on the last lap?
And there's your winner, Matthew Blackley. Strong race all night, was up front all night, and this was his race to win. Had a strong restart, nothing Ryan Munoz could do. So we have a top 3 of Matthew Blackley, Ryan Miller, and of course Ryan Munoz. We're going to take a quick ad break here, and then we're going to hopefully catch up with some of our winners. We'll be back with you here in just a moment here at QSR.
Digital engines roar, lights go green in this virtual world. I'm a racing machine, caught sort of racing, chasing that dream. Tracks blend to pixels, lap count screen. Tires burn neon night, ain't no stop. Sweat drips like raindrops, top of the crop controller. Clutch tighter, never flop. Speed on my mind to the last pit stop. Eyes on the prize, we light up the track. Throttle in hand, fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack. In the QSR chase, we got no slack. Zeros to heroes, this crew grew. Next generation champions will break through. Eyes on the prize, we light up the track. Throttle in hand, fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack. In the QSR chase, we got no slack. We light up the track, throttle in hand, fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack. In the QSR chase, we got no slack. Eyes on the prize, we light up the track, throttle in hand, fail can't hold us back. From the virtual streets to the top of the stack. In the QSR chase, we got no slack. In the
And we are back at Michigan International Speedway. That was such a good time broadcasting that one. We're gonna bring in a couple of our top 3 finishers here. First, I'm gonna bring in Ryan Munoz. Ryan, quit up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Solid race for you there. Talk me through kind of your race and how you got the top 3 tonight.
Yeah, I just had a really fast Chevy HendricksCar.com car out there. Really can't thank everybody enough at the PPR shop and my teammates out there. Just really dominant highline car, and I felt like that was the way to pass the whole night and the whole day, really.
Well, tell me a little. You had probably a lot of bump ups throughout the race there. Do you think that the tires were the big factor, or was it just the power of the car?
I would say for me, I definitely burnt my right front up quite a bit throughout the race, and I would just have to ease back and kind of let them go and cool my stuff down. So tire wear was definitely a factor here today.
Gotcha. Well, anybody you want to shout out here for your top 3?
Yeah, I want to shout out my teammates again, Brian and Matthew, and the whole PPR shop, and really the whole team, and especially you for putting on the broadcast, man.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for racing with us tonight. Go enjoy that top 3, and we'll catch up with you next week.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Ryan Miller, our second place finisher. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Great race tonight. Newcomer here to QSR. Tell us about your experience tonight. What was it like with the higher horsepower? What was your experience out there?
Yeah, man. No, I appreciate you guys having me. I didn't, going into today, didn't realize I was even gonna be doing this league, but my brother let me know about it, and yeah, it was. I've tried a couple of different ARCA leagues, and this was definitely top of the list. I appreciated all the racing from the guys on the track. There were a couple of cautions, but it seemed like everyone was, pretty nice and clean, and exactly what I would expect and want from a race like this. So it was a good first experience. Last couple laps, I had a good time running with the 01 and the 81. So yeah, we kept it clean. And yeah, it was a good time.
Awesome, man. Well, that's great to hear. What was your experience tonight as far as the increased horsepower on the ARCA car? I know a lot of leagues, will run the standard ARCA car. Tonight we, had 110% horsepower. We're going to have that all season long. Do you think that made a big difference with the tires? Was it more of a drafting race? What were your thoughts on that?
So, I mean, I've never run the ARCA car at Michigan before, so I don't have a comparison. But I would say, for me, the draft definitely felt pretty heavy. I was a little bit concerned going in once I saw we only had two more sets of tires. So I was being pretty conservative at the beginning and trying to save my tires. And it just, I think after the first caution, I kind of realized that it wasn't going to matter quite as much as just making sure I was in a good drafting position. So I think it probably made a little bit of a difference. So, different tracks are probably going to do different things. But overall, yeah, I think tonight was a drafting situation, and I think it played to my advantage.
Good to hear, man. Well, congrats on the top 3, second place finish here in your first QSR race. Anybody you want to shout out tonight to wrap up your good evening?
Oh yeah, just my 2 teammates. They were both honestly, they were faster than me in practice, and they helped me a lot in qualifying. So Ryan Sorolick and Connor Morse. Unfortunately, both of them got caught up in incidents in the middle of the race. So I think they probably had a little bit more in them, and honestly probably would have finished in front of me. But just we all know how racing goes. It can be unfortunate for you, and shout them out. Hopefully they do better in the next one. But overall appreciate them for helping me get to the front.
Absolutely, man. Well, all right, man. Well, thank you so much for racing with us here at QSR, man. Congrats on the second place finish. Enjoy the rest of your evening, all right?
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And now we have the man of the hour. Matthew Blackley, man. Congrats on your win. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Hell yeah, man. Well, it was great watching you. You had a great run all race long, and then you brought it home here to end it off. Talk us through your race and kind of tell us a little bit about what, I guess, led to you bringing it home tonight.
Well, first off, I completely forgot about the race today, and Davis messaged me about, practice is over. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta get in here. So I missed practice and qualifying. Started from dead last, and I was like, you know what, if we can just take the first stage here and figure out how to drive this place, we'll do pretty good. Ended up finishing stage 1, I think 5th or so. So so we had a good first run. It's kind of all about just keeping your car up there and being able to fight there at the end. We did a lot of wrecks up at the front, so it's a lot about just keeping your nose clean. But I think I was able to time that last restart pretty good and get to the Ryan's outside and just hold it on from there. And that's kind of how I won, I guess.
I gotcha. So I asked both the other drivers this. I want to get your thoughts. How did you, I guess, navigate? Was it more of a tire race? Was it a drafting race? Was the horsepower making difference? I mean, what did you feel out there?
Well, I went into the race thinking it's going to be a pretty big tire saving race. So I started off trying to save my tires a lot early. But ended up not mattering as much as I thought they would if you could just get that momentum and keep that drive from the top. So kind of towards the end of the race, I started to, we had like 20 laps to go. I figured I'd just run the top the whole rest of the way because tires weren't going to matter enough to make a difference at that point. So it kind of evolved, I guess, over the stages. I feel like earlier in the race, it was a lot more multi-groove, and at the end, it was a lot more, top or die, right? But definitely was a lot of fun. I feel like the ARCA car is a great car, very underrated on the service, so I did enjoy that one.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on your first win here at QSR. We expect to see a lot more this season, man. Great race, and have a great evening, all right?
Yep, thank you.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that's going to close up our first race here of the season at Michigan International. It's been a great experience broadcasting this one for you guys. We had a few hiccups there at the beginning. This is my first time commentating on a series, so I hope you guys hung in there. I didn't do too bad of a job for you guys, but hope you all enjoyed it. We're going to close this up now. Congrats to Matthew Blackley for bringing home the win here in his first official QSR race. I'm going to show you guys the final standings now. So we got Matthew Blackley coming out with the win. Ryan Miller bringing home second. Ryan J. Munoz bringing home the third place finish. Brent Guin, otherwise to me known as Brent Allen, brings home P4, the QSR veteran. John Walker making a statement in his first race of the season, bringing home 5th place. Jace Meyer was in and out of the top 10 all day long, brings home 6th. Jerry Powers, we didn't talk about him much today, but brings home a 7th. Nice to see in his first official QSR race. Matthew Carabina, also somebody that was up front throughout the day, brings home the top 10. Tristan Ott, one of the leaders over at the ITRL Racing League, brings home a 9th place position. And then we have 10th of Brian Rusi, Davis Greenwell, Connor Morose, Ryan Serlich just right on the outside looking in of the top 10. They have Aaron Birch in 14th, 15th Austin Dowdy, 16th Wyatt Walker, and 17th Ryan Walker. And finally, unfortunately, Finley Fitzsimmons ended up bringing up the rear of our field tonight, who got caught in an incident midway through the race, and that spelled the end of his run. But we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching us here at QSR. We hope you guys have a great evening, and thanks so much for watching.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America.